Okay, whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
Don't stop
Believing.
Hold on to this crazy.
Street lights, people.
Oh.
So there is a delay, I think. Welcome to Friday Night Live.
If this is your first Friday Night Live, let me just say that we normally are much better than that.
Because we're not together right now. Also, I have to say disclaimer, when we recorded Zoom last week, me and Faren were on like stacked on top of each other. And so when we were high five, we were just like, so on Faren's view, we were next to each other, but on my view, we were stacked. So when we were trying to high five, anyway, if you want to look at that, listeners, go to our YouTube channel and look at last week's Friday Night Live. Wow. So Faren, how are you? How are you, world?
You know, I'm exhausted. I've had a couple people text me things like, what do you think of all these snow days? Or like, enjoying your extended break. And it's coming from a place of envy. And I just have to let them know that teachers are still working really hard.
Yeah. if anything, we have to do double the work. So
yeah. I try to remind myself that like they just don't know. Again, like when people without kids give parenting advice, and it's so cute. It's so cute. And I just remind myself, well, they don't know. They haven't had kids yet. So same thing.
So everyone's mind is kind of starting to dwindle, especially when they come out with new things like the time is extended another month. So it's real easy to just spiral out of control. So we need to make sure you're checking on what's going in between your ears, what's going on in here. And so we have 3 free events we want to tell you about. So Faren, tell us about next 90 days.
Yes. So is that sign language for that?
Sign language for hashtag, I guess.
I'm pretty sure I just joined. Didn't mean to. And you are frozen in this. Oh, there, you're unfroze. You are thawed.
Thank you.
You moved really fast to catch up to where you are now. So we are talking about our 3 freebies, and the one that I've come across is Rachel Hollis's Next 90 Days. She normally does this for the last 90 days of the calendar year. A lot of people start their New Year's resolutions January 1st, and so she challenges you to start 90 days out. That way by the 1st, you're already 3 months, I can't do the math on that. Yeah. You're 90 days in.
I like
it. And so they have launched, instead of saying the last 90 days of the calendar year, they have the next 90 days, because we want, like you said, to get our minds right and our bodies right for whatever is about to come. And the whole idea is the better you can prepare yourself, the more you can show up for others, whatever that might look like. So each week there is a theme, and she does like a 30, 45-minute coaching kind of live podcast spiel on the topic. And so the topic again is, this week is perspective, and lots on there. And just so you know, she's gone through some crazy traumatic things in life. And so she explains that when she talks on the matter of perspective, it's coming from someone who has a lot of that experience. And she's very open and shares it's not always easy, but what she does when to shift her perspective, because she knows that that's going to have a better outcome for her family, especially during this crazy time. So every week will be a different theme in her free series, and it even had like a little 10-minute fun workout video too. So there's that.
Those are very enjoyable. You can't help but get pumped up. So you're like, yeah, no, I'm going to watch this video. And they have free PDFs you can download, work through it, all that stuff. So we'll link that underneath the video so you can Easy
Or
one.
is it there? Or
We
is
don't
it?
know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be somewhere. Yes. Okay, so that's the next 90 days with Rachel and Dave Hollis. The next free thing we want to tell you about is John Gordon's Power of Positive Summit. He's been hosting this for years, at least since 2015, because that's when I started watching it. But it's 30 plus speakers like Dabo Sweeney, Damon West, John Acuff, Jamie Kern Lima, a bunch of people, and they have a little video for you to watch to pump you up, give you some perspective. And yeah, it's free. It's awesome. And again, like you said, Farron, it's free coaching. So please and thank you.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
the last free, and we'll link that one here or here or here, wherever it's gonna go. And then the last freebie, J.K. Rowling, the Queen, has released HarryPotteratHome.com. And basically, even if you're not a book nerd, someone you love is, have them go to the site. And it's also great for kids. So even if you're not into Harry Potter, it helps your kids get that mental escape. Plus, they can read the fun articles and do the fun puzzles and take the quizzes. And if you're a Harry Potter nerd, the quizzes are not as easy as you think. It's not some BuzzFeed easy quiz. It's like, it's tough.
Good to know. And if you haven't read Harry Potter, what better time than now?
Yes, you know what? Actually, she released on Audible the first book for free for like the next month, I think. Anyone can just go to Audible and listen to it and download it for free. So thanks, J.K. Rowling. You were awesome. Okay, so those are the three things that we're talking about this week. And now we're going to shift gears to our podcast episode. So this Wednesday, it was episode 42, and it talked about Marie Forleo's chapter 4 in Everything is Figureoutable, which is eliminating excuses.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The main points we hit on are time, money, and know-how.
Man, if those aren't the top 3, I don't know what is.
Yes. I would throw energy in there. Like I don't
Yeah.
energy. But is that because I didn't make the time on the sleep part of my life to propel me forward? Or am I not eating well enough to have the right fuel? So in the episode.
Don't ask. Someone will tell you what you're doing wrong.
And the ones and the wing ones already know what they're doing wrong. So don't tell us. We already know too. But that's episode 42. We're going to tell you how to combat those excuses of time, money, and know-how. And we'll give you practical, actionable steps you can take. So yay. And then episode 43 is this Wednesday, and that is chapter 5. And that is about fear is not the enemy.
Yes, I found this one particularly interesting, especially dealing with anxiety in particular. That kind of fear sometimes controls my life. So to hear that title, I was really pumped to get to read that chapter.
We also talk about Enneagram numbers in this episode, this upcoming one, just about what some innate fears are and what they kind of look like. And then we go into talking about, is it jitters or is it fear? So kind of like game day or pumped up or excited, or is it, this is a legitimate fear? And we talk about how to discern that. And you're frozen.
Isn't anymore.
What'd you say? You were frozen?
You were frozen like this. Very serious and convincing, but I was like, stop staring at me.
Oh, internet, this is gonna be fun. Can't wait to record episodes like this with you.
I wonder if when we go back to socializing, what's the opposite of social distancing? Social closing. I don't know. But I wonder if people will just like freeze in conversation to keep it normal, because this is the new normal.
That's really funny. Or just walk around with weird backgrounds.
Yeah.
It'll be great. So that's what we wanted to tell you guys on this Friday Night Live. And we'll put all the links on the comments on the main Facebook Live thing we post. And then it will be this video and then the links underneath it. So you don't want to miss it.
What are you doing tonight?
Me? There's a new show. Well, I've already watched Space Jam today once.
Do you know how I count how many times we've watched Frozen 2 in a day?
What? How?
By how many times Gabby yells, "Wake up!" She yells, "Wake up" with Anna. And that's how I keep track. Otherwise, it just kind of all runs together.
How many times did you watch it today?
Well, they were at the sitters today, but like on the weekend, we hit the double digits.
Oh, wow. Fun times.
Yeah. Like it'll end and she's not even in the room, and she'll run into the room and immediately start yelling to turn Frozen 2 on.
She's got passion for Frozen things.
But tonight we're going to watch Onward. So I hope we find a new favorite.
Yes, I hear that's good. So we shall see. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll give our review next week.
Oh, great, for sure. Way better than Rotten Tomatoes. I like it. All right, everybody. Y'all stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Bye.
You rebel. Okay, bye.